Welcome back to NJGolfLinks.com charity events. I'm Lauren Laverghetta. Today we're at the Brooklake Country Club in Florham Park, New Jersey for the 6th annual Joe Pesci Celebrity Skins Game benefiting St. Barnabas Healthcare System. This year, Joe is with Michael Bolton, Chichi Rodriguez, Pat Perez, Angie Everhart, and it's emceed by Tom Dreesen. Let's see what's going on in there.
Anybody else have a question? Chichi, and your opinion. Gentlemen would like to know, what do you think is the biggest mistake amateurs make on the golf course?
Well, to start with, what's that?
Joe said showing up to play. But you know, I've always heard that the number one mistake amateurs make is the clubbing. They always take less club. I hear pros say that. I say most amateurs they end up when they should be hitting a 6-iron, hit a 7-iron.
Well, that's the way they are because they got the macho man on them, but that's normal, you know. What they should do too is they should never play golf for nothing. They should always play for money. Play for money, and then whoever wins buys the drink or whatever, play for something.
Competition.
Yeah, if you play for money, if you have a 7-iron shot, you hit the 7-iron. You won't hit the 8.
All right. First, Joe Pesci tee off. How about that applause?
Come on, Joe, give it.
You gotta look at the scorecard. There will be certain handicaps here. We'll figure out the pros get no shots, but the celebrities will get shots. Joe will get some shots, and so will Michael Bolton. This hole is for $3,000. Next 4 holes are for $5,000, and the last 4 holes are for $15,000. And we see who wins the most.
So push it off a little bit to the right, looks like the right distance.
Coming up now, I believe, away will be Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci's away, then we'll go with Michael Bolton, and then we'll let Pat put up.
I don't know, take a bite out of it. We'll let you know. I'm as good with me, partner.
Floor, please. Mr. Pesci's concentrating.
Remember when I was 10?
A little long. Bolton with the school on that one. Michael Bolton's away. Pesci's laying 2. Chichi's laying 2, his partner. Somebody's cell phone just went off. Ruined Michael's concentration. Not a bad shot. Michael Bolton about 10 feet away. And now Pat Perez away, laying 1. Pat Perez putting for birdie. And I got the flag, Pat.
Yeah, I always have such a good time coming back here with Joe Pesci. I've known him for a lot of years. We have a thing on the West Coast that we get together once a month. We jokingly call it the IMO, Italian Men Only. It's me and we find a little restaurant out on the West Coast, and we go up in the back, in a private room where we can all sit, and it's just all guys who came from the streets of it. It's Frankie Valli, it's Frankie Avalon, James Darren, Eddie Marinero, Joe Mantegna, Joe Pesci, and myself, and we let Smokey Robinson come. We made him an honorary Sicilian, and he comes. So we just get together and we have just such a great time, and the camaraderie is great, and so this cause is great too. I don't know if did I tell you folks? Oh, I did tell you that joke. I was going to tell you about. I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you this morning about a doctor friend of mine who was 85 years old? I was walking up the street with him, and he saw one of his patients, and this patient was like 89 years old, and he had a young woman with him. Tell you that? Okay, well, I won't tell you again. I'll tell you again. So he said to he had this young woman, the guy's 89 years old. He said, Harry, what are you doing? He said, I'm following your advice, Doc. You told me be cheerful, get a hot mama. He said, I told you be careful, you got a heart murmur. My favorite, I'm Irish Italian, which makes you a mean drunk is all it makes you, but I get drunk, I break my own legs, you know what I'm talking about, but I was a bartender for years, so I've heard every guy who's in the bar joke that you could possibly hear. But my favorite is, one of my favorites is, there was an Irish bar on fire, blazing on fire, and the fire trucks pulled up and they went inside. There was only one guy in there, an Irishman. His hair was on fire, his clothes were on fire. They patted him down. They said to him, how'd the fire start? He said, I don't know, the place was on fire when I went in there. Have anybody on this distinguished panel?
Might be an extra in the movie.
Yes, you have a question?
I have a question for Joe.
First of all, let me answer it. I am single. And how old are you? 25, 26?
24.
You're too old for me. Do you have any younger sisters? I asked you a question. Your question is for?
For Joe.
For Joe.
And my name is Lauren, by the way. I'm from the Jersey Golfer Magazine. And Joe, I know that you're from the Newark area, so I'm sure that golf wasn't really on your mind growing up. How did you start playing?
I started playing because of Tommy DeVito, who was, the Four Seasons bad boy, the Jersey Boy bad boy. Tommy and I were friends since I was a kid, and he was always on the golf course. So whenever I had to go see him about music, which we were interested in, he was on the golf course sometimes. So I had to keep going by the golf course, and little by little, then we'd go out nights and he'd hit golf balls, and I started hitting golf balls, and that was it. So that's how I got introduced to the game.
Happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Tommy's birthday. Happy birthday, Tommy. And by the way, Tom, let me tell you what I bought for your birthday. There she is, standing right there. 24 years old, Tommy. Oh, she's a good yeah. Okay. Who did you, when you were a young kid, and you said you saw someone on the screen and said, I want to be like that, or I'd like to be that good?
Well, it's not that I want to be like that, but there are actors that I thought were good years ago. Naturally, they were all like Cagney and Bogart. And, John Garfield was my favorite. I always say that. Spencer Tracy was a terrific actor. John Wayne was John Wayne. It was different, but he was good too. It was different. Like I said, it's all about opinions. Everybody has somebody they like. Marlon Brando. A lot of people didn't like Marlon.
We love you, Joe.
Well, thank you very much.